Once you're familiar with variables and functions, we can begin using Python39 for practice. Python39 can be found on our website techlent.net. This set of problems is actually one that our trainees use for exercise. Generally speaking, if you apply for a data scientist position outside the Bay Area, the interview questions have about the same level of difficulty as we have here. Now let's take a look at Python Kickoff. There are 5 problems in total. The first problem is called Hello World, which requires you to write a function called Hello World. This function has no input arguments. When the function is called, it is supposed to output the string Hello World as a result. Before we get started on this problem, there are a couple things you need to take note of. First, each exercise in Python39 will require you to write a function. Once you click Submit, it will call the function in the background to check if the output matches the expected result. The second thing to note is when you're writing a function, make sure that the function name is in line with the requirement. Now let's get started on this problem. We click here and log in with a Gmail account. After logging in, we need to define a function called Hello World first. Don't forget to check the spelling of the function name to make sure that it matches with the requirement. Then we add parentheses, a colon, and write return hello world within the function. As we said before, the function is supposed to return a string, so we cannot write print hello world this time. Besides, the return string must fit in with the expected results. Lastly, we click Submit. As we can see, the result is correct, so this problem has been completed. Now let's move on to the second problem. This problem requires us to write a function that converts pounds to kilograms, with 1 pound equaling to 0.4536 kilograms. Here is an example. After writing the function, when we call the function and type 1 in the parentheses, the function will return 0.4536. Now let's work on this problem. We define a function called LB to KG and then add a set of parentheses and a colon. Because we need to input arguments, we need to write num in pound in the parentheses. However, there is no requirement for naming the input arguments. You can use another name if you'd like to. For example, X or pound would also work. For the purpose of demonstrating how the function is tested in the background, we will first write an incorrect code. Here we write return 0.4536 within the function and click Submit. This shows that the function has passed 20% of the tests. When we use 0 as the input argument, we should expect the output to be 0. However, the actual output returned by the function is 0.436. As you move forward, don't worry about encountering errors in the following exercise. Take a look at which tests the functions didn't pass and how your results differ from the expected ones. By doing that, you can find out what caused the errors and then fix them. Here, we rewrite the code within this function as return num in pound times 0.4536 and click Submit. Now the function has passed all the tests.